Hey, I'm back. I don't really have any big news. Uh, so I haven't done a video on this in a long time because I haven't really had the need to. I've really been taking for granted that it always works, always does great top line performance. So I've had zero issues with that. I did change the oil maybe a week ago. Nothing out of the ordinary about that. I've been using it, hauling a bunch of lumber around. That is a normal dump trailer with a little cover on it, and there's stuff inside that dump cart, but I've been sorting out some wood and hauling it around instead of me hauling it, have the tractor do it. So, if you've been around a while, you'll notice I do have new lights on the front here. There are LEDs. I really needed something for a long time. I could never come up with anything, so that's what I got. Got the original hood back on. I've got the support in there, hoping that'll help protect these corners a little bit from breaking. So the last issue that's ever been on my list, really, and it's most recently, is I gotta get the gas tank off of the hood. I keep trying and trying to think of a good option for that, and usually what I come up with is, can I possibly fit any kind of tank under the hood? And I mean, there is some space over there by the muffler, but that's not really ideal. So the other option, I guess, is move the battery and put a tank in there, which could happen. But what I did was I did buy a fuel pump, 12-volt fuel pump. So the other things that I thought about that are possible now is I was thinking about putting a tank up here in the front. I don't really use the front too much except for when I snowplow. And this particular tractor is not my, I mean, it works fine with the plow, but I usually use the 750 with the 10 horsepower on it. Mostly because of the weight and tires, blah, blah, blah. To me, that's just a little bit more practical than this one for that job. And this one's nicer looking anyway, so I'd rather beat that other one up a little bit than beat this one up. So I've got like I said, I've got a 12-volt pump. I'm either thinking about putting it there or raising it up in the back right in this area right here. I thought about on the side, but that's awfully big and fat on the side. Thought about not doing it underneath because the drive shaft and all that stuff is going on down there. There's just too much going on. So I'm kind of at a standstill on it, but I'm open for ideas, and I'm probably going to come up with something that I try at least. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't matter, because it's just me trying, and sometimes I learn something from my mistakes. This isn't exactly rocket science, so I'm probably not going to learn a lot, but I do have some tapped holes in the front here on this front piece of huge cast. I wouldn't say huge, I'm sorry. It's heavy, nice cast front end. I do have some things on there. However, when I go to tip open the hood, then that could get in the way. Back here, I don't really know about many issues. So what I would have to do is I'd have to move the lights, which is fine. I don't care about that. I do really like them where they're at, though, unfortunately. So that will be an issue. Maybe I'd drop them down a little bit further. It looks like there's plenty of room down here before the trailer starts. Down there, seems to be about a 5 to 6 inch gap down there. So I've got room, I can drop those lights a little bit. But what I'm thinking about using, most of all, it's not a perfect match, but I got some green plastic stock and it's 3/4 of an inch thick, so it's plenty strong, plenty straight, plenty good stuff. Like the color's not exactly a match there, but it's green. It's obviously an additional part of the tank, can hide it maybe a little bit. I have another piece here that's actually a closer color. Actually, this piece is really interesting. Let me see if I can get this out. The bugs are aplenty today. It's been hot and it's like swimming out here for the last couple of weeks. It's so hot and humid. So this piece here looks a little bit closer to me to the color, but also it's got the same color as the hood. So I've got both matching colors in one board here. So maybe if I like this one, maybe I do it on that one. Who knows? But I'm going to come up with an idea. Honestly, it's not going to be too complicated. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably take trace the profile of this gas tank, make a bracket that basically cups underneath it. Then basically my arm is the bracket. That bracket can go from anywhere that I shape it to go, which would probably be mounting back here on these two strong supports that I have added to those over the years. So that's two 1.5 inch steel tubes. I can mount a winch, which I have done before. I can mount different things on there. Right now I've just got lights on there. So 1.5 inch square steel tubing to mount to anything I want, so I can definitely make a bracket that bolts onto those. Comes back here and holds the gas tank right behind my seat. Am I excited about what's behind there? No, but I've been looking for a solution for so long. That seems like the best one I've come up with so far. This isn't something I'm probably ever going to be 100% happy about until I had the battery and the tank in there, which is not going to happen probably. So I'll trade that off for a good functioning tractor every time. So let's see, I haven't started it, let's say 2 days maybe. So let's get her started, see what happens. The way it has been lately is, well, since I basically finished doing all the engine work, so basically I turn on the power, I have to choke it sometimes a little bit, so I'm going to at the cold start, then press the button, it should fire right up, and then I got to take the choke off. Maybe you need a little fuel. The only rattle I have is the steering wheel still. Nice and quiet. Got a light switch over here. I really needed a good set of lights on there for a long time, and thought about all kinds of different designs and this and that. I really would like the old classic ones that go like a longer tube shape, like the chrome ones they had. But that's the most practical for me. It gives me great lighting, easy. So that's about it. So I guess if you have any idea about where I can put that gas tank at, or I'm honestly even willing to look at other gas tanks and see if something is more practical for me. I still would like to keep a bigger capacity because I can travel some distance with that. But yeah, I really thinking the back is the only place left for me to go where it looks decent. We'll see about that. So let me know if you have any comments on where the gas tank can go, or any kind of solution I can have with a fuel pump on there. So right now I don't have a fuel pump. It's all gravity feed. I'm going to put a fuel pump on there in order to be able to put the tank somewhere else. So let me know if you have any ideas.